gorgeous light beings. If you just so happen to see this video, then this reading is for you. The message of this reading is, you're the best they've ever had. Okay, so a song has been stuck in my mind since last week, and I never got a chance to film the reading. Now, I don't usually do these kinds of short form readings. I usually do pick-a cards, but this song will not leave me alone. So I decided, hey, whoever this is meant to be for, I hope it finds you, okay? Whether you know me, you've seen my channel before or not. Hi, hello. If you haven't met me before, I'm the Pleiadian Priestess. Nice to meet you. Now, the song for you guys is Thinking of You, Katy Perry. And the gist of the song is, she is in a relationship with someone new, but she can't stop thinking about the person she had before because the person she had before doesn't want her anymore. And there goes the rhyming bars, okay? So the song is like, comparisons are easily done once you've tasted perfection. Like an apple hanging from a tree, I picked the ripest one, and I still got the seed. You said move on, where do I go? I guess second best is all I will know. Okay, that's a bit of the gist of the song, okay? But what I want to do is get into an energy check to see what's really going on, okay? Because I'm nosy. Like, why does this song keep coming through? Why won't it leave me alone? Please, Spirit, tap me into the collective of whoever this reading is for, because honestly, I don't know. Who's thinking of them? Who's the best that who is thinking that my collective is the best they ever had? Can I get an energy check-in for this connection, please, Spirit? What is going on? Why does this song keep coming through? I just keep hearing a specific part of the song that says, you're like an Indian summer in the middle of winter. Like a hard candy with a surprise center. Okay, please, Spirit, can you tap me into the energy of this collective? Why is this song coming through for them? Please, Spirit, who is thinking they're the best they've ever had? What's going on? Okay. You have the Seven of Cups. You're definitely on someone's mind. The Seven of Cups, the daydreaming card. So someone's daydreaming about you and all that you used to have, or something. Someone is dreaming of you and all that you could have. But I feel like with this energy being mostly about, I've had the best I will ever get. How can it get any better? Now I'm only going to be stuck with second best. This is someone you know intimately. Okay? Now the next card we have is the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Someone who you left behind is daydreaming of you, okay? Just great. Of course, this is the message. Who is this person, please, Spirit? Who is daydreaming of my collective? Whoever this reading reaches, who's daydreaming of them? The best they've ever had. That's quite the title, guys. There's another card falling, and we have a Knight of Cups. So this could be a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. I think Pisces energy is very heavy here because especially with the daydreaming, that's like 12th house energy. Like longing for something that you can't have. Something that literally walked away and left you in their dust, okay? The other card we have over here is the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune can always represent the fixed sign. So it would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So those are also kind of infringing on the reading as well. But the Wheel of Fortune is someone who feels a soulmate tethered to you. Someone who feels like you were in their life for a reason. And now that you're gone, they have no reason. That's very intense, okay? So if you found this reading and there's no all-encompassing, intense relationship or situationship you've ever been in, I don't think this reading is for you. But I want to kind of get into why the reading is coming through, why did I feel called to do this reading, okay? So Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups, someone who thinks you're fated to be together. And I believe this Knight of Cups, you see how the horse is running? I don't think the Knight of Cups, or I haven't seen it. I can look in this deck I have over here. honestly. But I don't think the Knight of Cups, the horse is usually like sprinting like that. This person's like, if I were to ever get a chance to come back in, I promise I'll do better. Whew. And now I'm hearing that song, you can do better, better, better than me. I might be what you want, but I'm not what you need. You're better, better than you even realize. Very interesting. Where's the Knight of Cups in this traditional deck? Because I need to know. I don't think it be sprinting like that. This person, yeah, the Knight of Cups is like, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's like, you know, someone like strolling in with their cup. Do you see how this person is galloping and sprinting towards you? This is someone who definitely wants to make their presence known. If you were to ever open the door, they would like dash right through. Even if you don't open the door, this person believes that spirit will kind of facilitate another meetup with you guys. I feel like this person, oh my gosh, look at how they're crowded around this table here. This person could be actively manifesting you. And then we have them here holding a red string. And if you're not familiar with the red string theory is that people who are meant to be together will always find their way back to each other. So this person's hoping that spirit or that the universe will give them another chance to, like, you know, be with you again. And they're like, okay, this person is my person, so I will have that opportunity. They could be out here doing some witchcraft, child. Or they feel like you've bewitched them. Because I'm kind of getting that song by Frank Sinatra, Witchcraft. That something in your hair, that sly competitor stare, that rips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And there's no... The heat is too intense for it. Interesting. And they don't want to listen to sense when it comes to you because he's like, what good would common sense for it do? It's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's simply taboo, so this connection could also be a little bit a hint of taboo. There could be some racial dynamic going on here. There could be some age dynamic going on here. This could be boss, employee, not teacher, student. What's going on in y'all lives? There could be some kind of taboo nature to this connection. Okay, let's keep going. Now I'm interested. Let's see what's going to come through. What is going to happen next with this person that's coming through in this reading, please, Spirit? What are they over there plotting in their head? Wow, look at that. Oh, God. We have the 10 of Cups, guys. And then we have the Queen of Wands. But it's coming out in reverse. So this person's waiting for the perfect opportunity for their, I guess, bravado to come back. Their bravado to go after what they want, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is someone having very intense, you know, crush or romantic feelings for you and wanting to express them. The Knight of Cups doesn't always mean they're going to express them, you know, or they have the confidence to. Like I said, when the Wheel of Fortune came out, they're waiting for the perfect moment to come back in and rush back in and tell you how they've been feeling, okay? The Ten of Cups is their intentions. What do they want to do? They want to, I guess, I'm hearing they want to come full circle. They want to finally complete the missing puzzle piece that's been missing. They believe you're the missing puzzle piece, okay, to their fully complete, happy family, happy life puzzle. So they're going through life. They're working, probably going out with friends. They could be dating, who knows? But in the back of their mind, they're always thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you. And what is she saying? Yeah, he kissed my lips. I taste your mouth. He pulled me in. I was disgusted with myself. 'Cause when I'm with him, I am thinking of you. What you would do if you were the one who was spending the night. Oh, I wish that I was looking into your eyes. You're the best, and yes, I do regret how I could let myself let you go. Now the lessons learned. I touched it, I was burned. I think you should know. Ooh, see, oh my, wait, so what's going on here? You know what I'm going to ask next? What happened in this connection? That's my next inquiry, because what's going on here? The Queen of Wands is someone who's burning for you, essentially, okay? And they're kind of like, I don't know what to do now that you're gone. Like I said, they could be dating, still working, still living their life, but it's kind of like, when I'm with this next person, all I can think about is you. And I want you to know that. So that, I guess that's what this reading is here. If you know someone who could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and of course Scorpio, again, honorable mention, they are thinking of you. They're stuck on you. With a burning passion. What happened here in this connection, please, Spirit? What happened in this connection that's coming through? What happened? Can I have a little bit of extra confirmation? We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing you put yourself first and moved on from this person to find some stability elsewhere. So this person could have been giving you the up and down. They could have been playing with your feelings like a yo-yo. We have the Seven of Cups. They couldn't make up their mind, right? Interesting. And then we have the Eight of these two cards coming out again. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. This is wild right now. Yeah, what happened here is you finally put yourself first. You walked away and you said, I know there's more out there. I'm going to put what I want first. So you could have been someone who was always putting this person, this connection first, and then you finally started putting yourself first. You said, okay, if I start putting myself first and they end up, you know, this kind of giving me how a lot of readers love to say that when you heal, your twin flame or your soulmate is healing as well. So you could have put this connection aside to put you first. And when you decide to put yourself first, you also like help this person heal. Inadvertently, you weren't purposely doing it, but you were like, hey, I got to do something. I can't stay stuck here. I got to heal myself first, put me first, make sure I'm stable, make sure I'm happy, make sure I'm healthy, wealthy, and thriving. And hopefully, if I do so, maybe they will. If they don't, you know, you release this is what is coming through, because the Eight of Cups is definitely that, of course. You release the connection, but sometimes people can move on, but still like hold on tightly to a past connection. You moved on beautifully. You said, hey, if it's meant to be, it will. There's another song coming through. If you're meant to come back to me, you will, by Justin Jesso. And that's literally what the song's about. If you're meant to come back to me, you will, right? So you were kind of like, hey, I'm putting me first, I'm moving on, I'm going to find some stability and some happiness and some growth, some abundance, more than anything, right? Okay? Because what makes you happier than having the funds to do whatever you want, child, period, okay? And you let this person and this connection go fully. And now it's kind of coming back around. It's kind of like fate. If you want this, you can have it, is what Spirit is like, I guess, coming to say. If you want this connection, if you know who this person is and you want them and you're still thinking of them, even though you have moved on and healed, they're coming in to say, I've done a little bit of the same thing. If you would want me and if you were to reach out, I'm here for you, okay? Now, just because this is coming through doesn't mean you have to, be receptive to this and say, hey, I want you too. But this is just an option Spirit is throwing out there for you that, hey, this person is healed as well. If you were to, reach out and want to take them back, or if they were to, hold them a bone. If you don't want to be reaching out to them, throw them a bone and see if they were to come back in and see if things could change, give it another go, right? That kind of thing. But the Wheel of Fortune coming out is really confirming to me this is fated. This person coming back around, this connection coming back around is fated. You will get another chance with this person, whether they're on your mind or not, because you're definitely on their mind, okay? I do want some more cards. Maybe we're going to see what's coming, what's happening. What is this person planning to do? This person that is coming through in this reading for the collective, please, Spirit. What is this person planning on doing? What are they planning on doing? What do they have up their sleeve? Please, Spirit. What do they have up their sleeve? We have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, a stable offer. Okay, starting from the bottom and growing. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is doing what needs to be done to make sure things stay balanced, right? If this person was working too much, they're going to work a little less to give you more time. If they were not working enough, they're going to start working a little bit more. It's kind of making up for what happened before, what they weren't doing enough of in the past. You may have a sit-down conversation and make small, stable, steady, steps. Meaningful is what I'm hearing as well. Meaningful steps towards something bigger and greater. Now, if this person was slapping you up, calling you names, no. This isn't for you. Don't step into Delulu land and say, oh, they're finally coming back around. No. This is for people who things maybe never got off the ground, or you never got your chance, you never dated, you never got to see where things would go fully. This person was not being abusive in any kind of way, okay? That's what's kind of coming through for you guys. If they're, like I said, this person was being like emotionally, physically, verbally abusive, it's time for you to let them go. This ain't your person, right? But for my people who, maybe you want something a little bit better, you want to try again, you're willing to, you're open to trying again. I do believe this person is open and willing to do the same thing, and they're willing to balance the scales now in a sense, right? The Two of Pentacles is making sure things stay even. Like if, like I said, working too much, I gotta work a little less and play a little bit more. That could have been something going on. Too much work, no play, right? And we know what the saying is: too much work and no play makes whoever a dull person. So their life could have been dull, that kind of thing. And now they're gonna put more play into their life, more work if they weren't working enough, like I said before. Okay. What do they have up their sleeve? This person, look, this girl is literally planting a seed. That's what they want to do. And this, come on now. This sun up here is kind of giving me a little bit of an eclipse vibe. I don't know why. The sun isn't usually so orange. So I feel like we just left eclipse season. That could be what happened because child. What I know for sure is that I went through some intense healing this eclipse season. I don't know about y'all. If you did, you can let me know in the comments. But this person could have done some deep healing over this last eclipse season and even farther back. Who knows how long you could have been in no contact, separation, or fully moving on from this person. But I feel like they have done a lot of, they've grown a lot. Okay, let's see what else fell out. We have the Eight of Cups just adamant here, huh? The Eight of Cups don't want to leave y'all alone. But we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so walking away and working on yourself could have been something that was beneficial. Like I said, we already went over this. Walking away and working on yourself was beneficial to this person as much as it was to you, okay? Here we have the Seven of Cups again. Guys, what's going on? They can't stop thinking of you, okay? Daydreaming of when they're going to be with you again. I want to know why. The computer was acting up. Like, I have to fight. And the Queen of Pentacles just keeps coming out. Yeah, but the Queen of Pentacles represents growth, abundance. It represents harvest as well. It also represents someone being a nurturer and a teacher. Okay, it's not ride or die energy, but it's someone who is going to be there for you for the long run. This person could be now in this abundant nurturer, caretaker period in their life, and now they want to kind of give back. Or maybe they kind of hit the lottery in their life, you know? Things are finally coming up roses, and they kind of want to give back to the person who was there or who inspired the change in the first place, which would be you. So now what I'm going to do, okay, is get some cards for what could come from this connection and see if it's even worth, what do they call it? Circling back. What will be the outcome of this connection, please, Spirit, for my collective? Why did this reading come through? Look, we have the Ace of Pentacles, guys. This is so cute. It came out reversed. Let me get another card, okay? What will the outcome be from this situation? Yeah, you're getting a do-over. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles, guys. I know y'all lying. This is a huge jump, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles and we're finally getting the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So this person fully realized they're the best you had. Not that the best you had, excuse me, other way around. Maybe this person is the best you've had, okay? But even knowing that, you have to walk away from this person, okay? Maybe you're in a new connection thinking about this person saying, hey, they're still the best I've ever had, but hey. Anyway, okay, this is a big jump from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. You see how here we're only now planting the seed in fall. Look at how this is fall. Stop it. This could be coming soon. This could be happening soon within the next few months. Okay, you could like rekindle, respark, a chance encounter with the fate, the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. But this is giving fall. Look at the leaves. Okay, and then the harvest is what the Ten of Pentacles represents. This is the happy home, the happy family. This is the house, the kids, all this kind of stuff, the white picket fence. If that's what you want with this person, that's what Spirit is saying is possible, okay? If you want it, you have your free will. If you moved on and you don't want nothing to do with this person, you have every right to your opinion and you have every right to be like, I'm good, love and joy, okay? They're just saying this person is, I guess, ready and willing now, and it will lead to something long-standing, okay? You're planting the seed, and then you're jumping straight to the reaping what you sowed. Interesting, okay. What is the outcome of this situation, please, Spirit? The outcome. Guys, stop. My heart is bursting at the seams. Like, yo, These cards cannot be any more in sync in this reading. So I'm glad I did this reading. I'm glad someone out here needs to hear it. I'm glad I did it because wow, okay? We have the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, the Ten of Pentacles, you're happy ever after, your stable foundation that you can keep building upon is giving generational wealth as well, okay? So I do believe this connection will lead to prosperity either way. Y'all gonna be making money together, okay? Making bank, right? In order to earn or able to build a healthy, strong foundation with each other, okay? We're going to be surrounded by abundance with all these grapes. I want to look up what grapes mean really quickly. So the computer's not working. It seems to be stuck or paused. That could be something. That could be a symbol. Okay, but I do believe grapes are pretty straightforward. They represent abundance. Okay, they represent finally things coming to fruition. They could also represent royalty, because I remember when I was younger. Or it could mean like doting, you know, like just comfortability, leisure is the word I'm looking for. Because you remember when you were growing up and they would have like those very specific royal scenes where someone who's of a high standing would have people standing next to them, like fanning them and like feeding them grapes. That could mean what this life is going to come to be with this person, them doing those things for you, or you just having that opportunity to experience the finer things in life because one of you, both of you together, apart, who knows, made some money and now you're willing to, you know, give back to the connection, you know, that kind of built you, right? I'm hearing The House That Built Me by Miranda Lambert. That could be something coming through. This could be like a very, not a long-standing connection, could be for some of you, but it's kind of like you've gone through like a lot of like change and growth because of this person or with this person. But yeah, the Sun is just like, you know, this is like giving someone who's strolling down the street, life is great, life is amazing, she looks amazing, she's happy, full of life. The Sun is life, okay? The Sun represents just carefree happiness. It also represents success. I'm also hearing making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. So this, like the Ten of Pentacles representing home, could be you finally coming home or feeling at home with this person again, okay? Let me get some cards from these decks here to see. Wow, that was fast. We literally have laid the foundation. Yeah, I do believe that the core of this message is this person being willing and ready to lay the foundation, no matter how long it may take, okay? Or scratch that how long they have to grovel, essentially, and show you that they've changed, okay? So please, Spirit, can you give us more clarification? Jesus. For my collective, we have shapeshifter. Yeah, someone has changed. And then we have up in smoke. Interesting. Up in smoke. I mean, when things go up in smoke, it's kind of like they disappear, right? I'm hearing barriers disappear, but I do want to read from the book really quickly to see what this exactly means. I've read it before, but I forgot. I forget, okay? Up in smoke. Let's get into it. $77. An angel number 77 could be important. The 7 has to do with divine flow, divine guidance, following divine cues. So that could be something coming through, like I was saying with the Wheel of Fortune, when this person comes back in, this could come to be, nobody's saying you have to do it, but you're getting a do-over here, and if you want to take it, okay? So in Arabic folklore, jinns give you wishes. Hold on, let me finish reading. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. Jinn are shape-shifting beings, so shape-shifting coming through twice, who have incredible powers that enable them to either help or harm humans. They're said to take on many forms, including those of animals, humans, and even smoke, their bodies being made from fire. The jinn who appear in the Quran are depicted as having the ability to discern clearly between right and wrong. These supernatural beings also show up in the canonical 1001 Nights as sometimes vengeful and sometimes kind characters granting wishes to those in need. When this card is drawn, you might find yourself at the crossroads of a tough decision. Wow. Sometimes there is no objective right or wrong, and you just have to make the choice that feels best for you. Okay, emphasis on that, guys. Best for you. Call on a jinn, and they just might grant you peace of mind. Since the jinn have an affinity with smoke, try lighting a candle or burning incense. Wow, this is beautiful. Like I said, the barriers are going up in smoke. I don't think there's anything about right or wrong. It's just doing what makes you happy. No matter what you've been through with this person, if they make you happy, choose them. If you want to put yourself first and not put yourself through it again, don't choose them. There's no right or wrong. Just put yourself first and do what makes you happy, with the Sun card coming through here. But for what the outcome will be from maybe letting them back in with this person, we have the Sun with the Ten of Pentacles. Those are two of the most positive cards you can get when it comes to anything, especially love and relationships, okay? So just putting that out there. I'm going to get some cards from this deck here really quickly. But I do feel like it's going to take some work, and this person's willing to put in the work. It might be as simple as that. Are you willing to put in the work with this person once again? If not, then it's best to probably just, leave it where it is. You know what I mean? For my my collective, please, Spirit, can we get some final ending messages for this collective and their conundrum, their situation? Can you provide us any more clarity? Wow, okay. We have Break Free. I'm hearing Break Free by Ariana Grande coming through. That could be something. You can break free from this person finally, or break free from the separation if that's what you want. And then here we have Sacrifice. Interesting. It could take sacrifice. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. But I feel like if you're both willing to put in the work, it's going to be worth it. Wow. That's the most cliche thing I've probably ever said ever. Okay. Can I get one more card, please? Spirit, what will the outcome be of the situation? To give my collective some reassurance. What will the outcome be of this situation, please, Spirit? The outcome. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness, like Eliza forgave Hamilton in that play when he was trifling, okay? If they cheat on you, to heck with them, okay? But if, like I said, if they didn't do anything overly bad and they were just like lost or hurting or just didn't know what they wanted to do or where they wanted to go, that's you cross the bear in life. They may have hurt you, I understand, but I think they have healed, okay? I'm not one to defend people who have done devilish things, okay? Like I said, if they've done anything physically to harm you, mentally to harm you, and you don't want to deal with it again, leave this person alone. I feel like this person has gone through some stuff, so have you. This eclipse season has really whipped us into shape, okay? But I feel like forgiveness is going to be the big thing. That's what I feel like is going to be the up in smoke, what's that talking about, but there's no right or wrong. You saying no to them is not wrong, nor is it right. It's just about what's making you happy in the moment. The jinn could be negative or it could be positive. It depends how you look at it and how they feel in the moment. You know what I mean? This person may forever be the villain of your story. That's fine. If they're not and you want to give them another chance, to do that. I feel like it's as simple as that. And wow, I'm like, look at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So either way, whatever choice you may choose, you're going to end up right where you need to be. I feel like that's something you need to do or need to hear. Okay. It's also kind of reminding me how I got a personal reading from, what is it called, Psychic Source the other day, right? Because I'm like they sponsored one of my videos. It could be this video, who knows? But I remember the lady was telling me, thank you, Adele. She was like, this person would be willing to accept you into their life, even if it's just for friendship, It doesn't have to be anything. I was checking in on a past connection that took me dang near 10 years to get over. And I'm finally in a place where I can positively and realistically and honestly say that I am over this person. But they crossed my mind and I'm like, okay, let me check on this person, okay? Because I wanted to do a reading myself to see if Psychic Source is good to recommend to my subscribers, right? And she was, she's very accurate. But she gave me a perspective I wasn't expecting at all, okay? And she was like, they would be willing to accept you in any capacity because you mean a lot to them and you were a big part of their life. And I mean, 10 years, yeah, I would think so. But this person's problem was consistency. They would disappear. They would return. I'm like, It's not anything, like I said, it wasn't cheating and it wasn't abuse, but it was something that affected me deeply to the point of like me being just like over it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put myself first and move forward. And now she's like, your spirit guide's just saying, if you did want to reach out to this person and, accept them back into your life, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no such thing as right or wrong answer. You're gonna end up right where you're supposed to be. And I'm like, I think our connection is, it's run its course, but I appreciate you, Adele. I was just checking in to see if you were, because that's something that I used to get readings on. That was the relationship, honestly and truly, that sparked my spiritual awakening. That is the person that made me go to tarot and watch the hundreds of readings about, oh my gosh, is this person for me? Are we going to end up together? He sparked my spiritual awakening. And now that I'm like, I've been in it for a good minute now, like 5 years, I would say, I'm like, I'm finally healed enough to be like, okay, how is he doing? What's going on with him? I just want to make sure he's good because we're not really talking, And Adele was like, girl, yeah, he thinks about you all the time. Like, period, of course, I'm me. But I just want to make sure he's cool, he's chill. Because there's no bad blood. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I couldn't continue on that path that we were on. Okay. But I feel like she's like, if you would want to reach out, you could. It would be chill. It could be romantic or friendship. It's up to you. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. And many of you may feel the same exact way. I think I'm good. I'm just happy they're happy, right? But your person here in this reading, they ain't happy. Okay, just putting it out there, but that's not your problem nor your course to bear. Okay? So I hope this helps somebody out there, okay? Justice is saying everything will turn out the way it's supposed to no matter what you do. But I feel like some of you may not want anything to do with this person. Others of you may be open. I just hope this helped you in some kind of way. Okay, let me know in the comments what this is about, if it resonated at all, okay? I know for my subscribers, you're probably like, what's going on here? What is this about? Because I don't usually do readings like this, but I felt called to, so we're doing it, okay? I love you guys, whether you know me or not, whether you're going to be new, whether you're sticking around, whether you're leaving after this to never be seen or heard from again, whether you take this person back or not. Love you guys. I hope you found what you needed in this reading, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. If you ever want a personal reading to get more into this topic, I guess you can either go to Psychic Source or book with me. My email is always in the description box below. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.